Have you ever stopped to think about what actually drives a modern hotel's commercial success? I mean, really drives it. Well, today we are stepping into the ultra-realistic world of high-level hotel operations. We're going to look at the lobby, the front desk, and those back offices through an entirely new lens. Let's get right into it. Hello and welcome. I am a hotel AI expert with extensive experience in modern hospitality operations and performance support. I am pleased to welcome all students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. We look forward to supporting your professional growth in the hospitality industry. Through this explainer, we're going to completely dismantle some of those outdated viewpoints and basically rebuild your understanding of how a truly successful hotel operates right from the ground up. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with the modern hotel ecosystem, explore the three-way partnership, and then look at fueling the marketing engine. After that, we'll cover frontline support for sales, the ultimate brand ambassador, and wrap the whole thing up with strategic managerial coordination.
All right, Section 1, the modern hotel ecosystem, shifting the operational paradigm.
In the traditional view of hospitality, departments were basically just isolated silos. You had your front desk doing their thing over here, and your sales team totally separate over there. But at the European Hotel School, we teach a highly integrated approach. Think about the stark difference here. The modern front office isn't just a place to hand out room keys anymore. It's literally the central nervous system of the hotel. It's constantly feeding real-time data to every single limb of the business.
Moving on to Section 2, the three-way partnership, cross-departmental harmony.
Let's break down these operational partnerships, because the front office absolutely does not exist in a vacuum. First up, sales. When the sales team signs a massive corporate account, it's actually the front office that executes those negotiated benefits on the ground. Next is marketing. Sure, marketing designs the fancy campaigns, but it's the front desk that champions them in person to actually build guest loyalty. And finally, revenue management. They're the ones setting the pricing, right? But the front office provides that crucial, real-time tactical feedback that allows them to adjust those rates on the fly. It's a total team effort.
Which brings us to Section 3, fueling the marketing engine, the power of front desk data.
Think about this. Every single check-in is an absolutely unparalleled intelligence gathering opportunity. Seriously, a busy front desk is processing hundreds of data points every single hour. We're capturing guest demographics, where they're from. We're capturing psychographics like why they're actually here and what they prefer. And of course, we're tracking precise spending patterns right there in the property management system. All of this is the raw fuel you need for highly targeted marketing campaigns. Let's look at a real-world application of all this data. Imagine your front desk intel reveals a surprisingly high concentration of guests visiting specifically for local theater shows. Well, because the front desk captured that specific psychographic data, the marketing team can swoop in and design a targeted culture and stay package. They can market this directly to past guests or even lookalike audiences. It's brilliant. This is exactly how raw intelligence gathered during a standard, everyday check-in gets transformed into a tangible, revenue-generating product.
But, and this is a big but, the whole system only works if the data is pristine. There's a saying, flawed data leads to flawed marketing strategies. And honestly, that places a really heavy responsibility squarely on the front office manager's shoulders to ensure absolute consistency. Without that strict discipline at the front desk, the whole marketing engine just stalls out.
Okay, Section 4, frontline support for sales, securing the corporate deal.
I want you to just take a second and consider this number, $1 million. Now, we usually think of the sales managers as the rock stars closing these massive deals, right? They're the ones bringing potential corporate clients or event planners into the hotel for site inspections and room show rounds. But here is the reality of modern hospitality. The professionalism, the immaculate appearance, and the genuine helpfulness of the front office staff during those brief little walkthroughs, that can literally be the deciding factor in whether a client signs that $1 million contract. No pressure, right? The front desk is the ultimate support system for the sales team.
Let's see how this actually plays out day to day. The front desk provides this invaluable, on-the-ground insight that the sales team just cannot get sitting in an office. Maybe they overhear a corporate guest casually mentioning a competitor, or they catch some grumblings about room layouts from a group. By quickly relaying that intel, the front office helps shift the entire sales strategy from being completely reactive to fiercely proactive. Next up, Section 5, the ultimate brand ambassador, bringing marketing to life. To the guest walking through those revolving doors, the receptionist literally is the hotel brand. Consider the stark contrast here. On one side, you have this massive marketing investment, thousands of dollars spent defining the hotel's perfect image and brand voice. But on the other side, you have the frontline reality. And frankly, all that investment is completely wasted if the front desk staff doesn't embody those exact values when executing a signature greeting or promoting the seasonal rooftop bar. The front office is where all that high-level marketing theory becomes a physical reality. And at the end of the day, it all boils down to one very simple concept: keeping promises. Marketing goes out and makes a big promise to the consumer. Then, the front desk actually has to deliver on it. That flawless alignment between the advertisement you see online and the actual stay you experience in person, that is the only true way a hotel builds long-term brand equity. All right, our final section, number 6, strategic managerial coordination, the daily sync. Now, for this whole central nervous system to function properly, communication has to be rigorously structured through daily or weekly syncs. It usually goes like this. Step 1. The front office manager shares critical KPIs, things like occupancy and guest satisfaction scores. Step 2. The commercial teams share any upcoming promotions or VIP arrivals. Step 3. Operations align. So if marketing drops a major flash sale tomorrow, the front office needs to know today so they are immediately prepared for a sudden influx of phone calls and early arrivals. You don't want anyone caught off guard. The ultimate goal of this strategic coordination is beautifully simple, but honestly, it's incredibly difficult to master without strict discipline. Structured communication prevents the kind of departmental rivalry that really plagues older traditional hotels. It ensures the property operates as a single, highly efficient unit. And when the entire ecosystem is perfectly aligned, from the data collected at the desk, to the targeted marketing, to the proactive sales, all the way to the flawlessly executed brand promise, that's when you hit the jackpot. You achieve the ultimate dual mandate of hospitality, maximizing guest happiness while simultaneously maximizing owner profit.
So this brings us to the end of our explainer, and I want to leave you with a direct challenge. As students of the Europe Hotel School, and as future leaders in this incredibly dynamic industry, how will you use the front desk? Not just as a place to check guests in, but as a tool to actively drive your hotel's commercial engine. Think about it. The tools, the data, and the integrated strategies are all right here in your hands now. Thank you so much for joining me on this learning journey today.